Yeah, off the sofa. The Canadian experiment is out now since a couple of days. Absolutely thrilled and excited. I haven't expected, to be fair, I haven't expected that much attention. Thank you all. I have to say thank you all that you are so into it, to this experiment that I went through. It was a really tough challenge for me. To make clear, it was in spring. I get kicked out there in spring, uh, which wasn't the most cleverest thing I've done so far. But anyway, I just wanted to simulate a scenario which is actually can happen. So you don't pick when you are in a survival situation, when you are have a case of emergency. Then you don't pick the season where you go or find a spot where you have a lot of good food resources. You just get kicked out somewhere. You have an accident, you have an air crash, for example, and then you have to deal with it. So in my case, it was spring. It was spring. So nothing is growing in spring. It just starts. So you don't have any berries, no blueberries, no strawberries, no no dandelions. Spoiler alert. I just assume if you watch this episode, then you have seen the movie before. So if don't, then just cancel and go back and watch the movie. All right. So I don't want to spoil it. So for all the others who have seen it already, I want to have some more background information. So stay in. Um, so yeah, to the food resources, there was just nothing. Um, I had a lot of plans. I studied all the foraging, Canada coast foraging. I learned a lot about the food, and I knew, okay, there's some growing in summer and some in autumn, but there are some other things you can dig for roots. I mean, carbs are quite important for your muscles to refresh. So that's why I thought I'm gonna find a way, and if not, I'm a really good fisherman. Then I just fish. Yeah. So then it turns out on that spot where I ended, there was a huge river, and that river ends in the ocean. But the tide of the ocean was so strong that it pushed the salty water up the river. And if you know some if you know things about fishing and about fish, and trouts are very sensitive for dirty water. It's got to be ice cold, which was not a problem. It was very cold, and on top a lot of oxygen, and it's got to be clear and absolutely no salt water in it. So and that area where I ended, it was just constant full of the salt water of the ocean. So there are absolutely no trouts. So then you might think, yeah, why in Canada? So for all the non-Canadian, um, the salmon is just in autumn. In autumn is where the fish comes and go upstream the river, and then you can pick your fish out like the bears. Just put them like this, easy. Um, yeah, but not in spring. So you don't have berries, you don't have salmon, you don't have trouts, and I was really getting so frustrated. And then I started in Vancouver Island on Victoria. I, I was in Victoria for some recovery from the flight. I'm from Germany. You have about, I don't know, what was it, 8 hours um, time difference. So nighttime is daytime for me. So I needed a bit of more of time of arriving and get adjusted. And I checked. Okay, I've seen here Birch trees. I love birch trees. They are the best tree of all the trees. You can use the bark. You can make little bottles, little bowls. Fire starter is the best ever with the bark of birch. So I've seen birch trees and I've seen dandelions on my walk through town, through the parks. I said, yes, they have dandelions. Oh, perfect. So then when I arrived on my spot on Vancouver Island, all the white trees I've seen on TV, it's not birch, it was elder. So I call it the ugly big sister of the birch. It's just useless. You can't use anything. So on top there was, and then there was no dandelions. My plan was to eat the leaves, eat the flowers. It's full of protein, full of pollen. The roots are very, very good. I made a lot of test runs at home. I've tried dandelion roots. They're delicious, but not in the forest. It's just, yeah. Watch the movie. You have seen it. There is nothing on a ground in a forest. They grow, yeah, blueberries or some other stuff in summer, but no dandelions. So yeah, I just kept on going and going and going and try to find new resources. And yeah, as you know, at the end I was then successful and I find new resources. But that was hard. That was really, really, really hard thing. So yeah, so that's for now. I learned a lot and I want to learn more, and I always want to get better and learn more things and know how to do it better. And next time I will expand my menu, I would say. So yeah, you have to go. Yeah, let's call it bigger. So I think I'm gonna bring a bow next time, but the problem was on this episode. In spring, there many things are not in season, so you wasn't allowed to hunt. I think a bear was possible, or a wolf, but sorry, I don't know. No, I'm not hunting a bear or a wolf. This is no. Okay, so far so good, as we say in Germany. I will leave you alone now, and yeah, and stay tuned. I'm planning a new experiment. I would not call it an experiment. Thank you for now for watching it, and if you want to see more of my adventures and more of my crazy ideas I'm gonna have in the future, in the very, very close future, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like. Thank you very much, and I'll keep you updated. I am planning big things now, big things coming up very, very soon. See you.